would like then to you to take that a step further. We were talking about this potential Black Swan event as tensions are higher globally and also in the United States. Do you anticipate 2024 could be a dangerous year with some sort of event?
Oh, it is palpable, and I share Catherine Herridge's fears. I'm a consummate optimist, and I'm always very hopeful. But if you see all these regional wars, we didn't know we were in World War II when it started in the 30s. We saw regional wars, but we see them and we start to see the dots connecting. Most dangerous of which is, of course, our southern border, which no one seems to be very interested in defending at this point. The UN is leading and orchestrating those people coming here. Nobody should really be blind to the truth on that. But when we get to what happened to Representative Torres, let's look out now what's happening today. At the exact same time, you have pro-Palestinian protesters blocking access to the JFK Airport and LAX, the LA airport, at the same time. What does that mean? That means there's a central command authority directing it, that we have to find out who paid for that, and we have to hold them to account. But so far, the accountability piece, the defense piece, we're not seeing that out of D.C., and I think that bodes very poorly for 2024, unfortunately.
Victoria, let's expand more on that video coming out of JFK there. Let's bring it up here right now, guys. This is, and Katrina, feel free to chime in. This is the reality of the situation. They are blocking the roadway on the busiest travel day of the year, arguably, to get to JFK. They're blocking it here, all in the name of pro-Palestinian protests, just disrupting, though, the American way of life.
Yeah, I mean, you see, I'm just sorry to interrupt there, but if you're watching the screen, you see all these people with their bags trying to go under the signs, around the protesters. And again, one of the biggest airports here in New York City. Victoria, react to this.
Yeah, well, good to be with all three of you in these very difficult times, as General Holt just pointed out. I think, in this case, the disruption of access to JFK and LAX is hardly going to endear these people to the normal Americans who are simply trying to go about their business and get home from their holiday travels. But I think the accountability piece is critical, because these people are disrupting commerce, they're costing people money and time. And that this just can't be tolerated in the spirit of legitimate dissent. And all you really need to know about these people is their other target was the Lincoln Memorial. What Abraham Lincoln had to do with Gaza is a stretch for me intellectually, but when you're attacking Abraham Lincoln, you're probably on the wrong side of the problem. And so I think that this is something that all good faith Americans need to get together and say, we simply are not going to tolerate this kind of disruptive behavior.
General Holt, we have less than 30 seconds left, but I just want to get back to that potential Black Swan event as we go into 2024. What needs to happen in order for something like this to be prevented? We know that New York City is always on very, very high alert after September 11th. Do you feel that the, I will say, level of alert, the preparation remains at that all-time high?
We're not prepared for 8 million unaccounted for fighting age males to be in our nation right now. We have to close our border, and we have to start mass deportations if we're going to stop something horrific. Yes, there's financial collapse out there, maybe something in cyber, but those top two things, that is our national security challenge for this year.
Victoria, you got 20 seconds here. Who's responsible for this, and who would take the blame for it?
In the event of a catastrophic attack on the United States, I think we would need to look to Iran. We would need to look to the other radical terrorist groups who we know, as General Holt said, are coming across our border. We know we've had record numbers of apprehensions of folks who are already on the terrorist list. So what we don't know, to paraphrase my old boss, Don Rumsfeld, is what keeps me up at night, at the folks that weren't apprehended, that we haven't had documented, but we know are here.
Again, not to stoke fear. That's not the point of talking about this today, but it's the reality of the situation, and we see events like JFK and talk of this here. It's terrifying.
I think awareness. Sorry to interrupt. I just want to say also before we leave, I think awareness of the potential is important. It's that New York adage that we have now after 9/11. If you see something, say something.
Absolutely. Right. General Blaine, Holt, Victoria Coates, thank you both for coming on. Okay, coming up.